Mandalore from Maw, the new hard mode assault battles or tiers came out. This one, the first one, challenge 1, is actually fairly easy still if you have a maxed GG droids team. It's pretty much autoable with targeting, as you'll see here. The much harder, the appropriately tuned challenge level 2 is really fucking hard. We'll get there. I had to move mods around. I generally do not like moving mods around. I think I've only really moved mods around for the gas event. And even then it was only maybe 1 or 2 sets. For the challenge tier 2 for this Ewok shit, which has normally been so easy with crappy rewards, is unbelievably difficult. Many people in Maw, even Maw 1, are struggling with it. It took me a lot of time, a lot of attempts to actually get it done. And the hardest part of it is actually this wave 4, Tebow. If you get past Tebow with all your tunes alive in challenge level 2, you're golden. Tebow is, without question, the hardest part of challenge tier 2. You'll see them once I get to them, but I moved mods around, a lot of mods around. I moved my Darth Revan set, which is very fast, to B1, and I know that may seem counterintuitive because there's obviously going to be far less offense, but it makes a difference. Having my B1 at a ridiculous speed, my Darth Revan set is like a plus 171, makes a big difference. I moved my old DACA full health, max health set to Magna Guard. If you don't have DACA modded that way, you could probably get away with moving your GG health set to Magna Guard, and then just switching the triangle from crit damage to protection or health. If you have crit damage triangle primary on your GG. I actually used Grand Admiral Thrawn. You'll see my GAT stayed the same. He's really fast. I'll show you all the mods and all the speeds. I moved my very second fastest set from Dark Bastila to... who did I move that to? Oh, to BB-8, to make BB-8 even faster. Yeah, so I moved a lot of mods around. I really had to. And here we go. I'm showing you the stats. My throne's fast. I'm showing you the relic levels too. We'll switch over to droids. So the winning comp I found was GAT, B2, B1, Magna, and BB-8. And here's my B1, really fast with a plus 171, 336. His offense went down significantly, but it ended up not mattering as much as I thought it might. I moved my heavy offense set to B2. This is my B1 set normally. I moved it to B2 to give him more punch because he goes very often, obviously. BB-8, I moved my Dark Bastila set to, like I said, so he's really fast. And you'll see once I start playing it, but the mindset for that is to get BB-8 going a lot, B1 going a lot, and keeping Thrawn really fast. There's my old DACA set on Magna Guard. Alright, so here we go. I apologize in advance. I am recording this in my car on the way to work. I am being safe, don't worry. It's hands-free, which is why there's this weird echo going on. But basically, the first 2 waves are still somewhat audible. Sometimes you have to turn off auto. If you want to do it manually, then by all means. But sometimes you have to get B1 to actually heal Magna as opposed to B2. Sometimes he just heals B2 instead of Magna. I'm going to tell you now, and you'll see me do it later on. It really does not hurt. In fact, it is extremely helpful, and in going into wave 4 paramount, that you go into following waves, new waves, with all of your cooldowns ready to go. Even if you have BB-8s, whatever it's called, I can't remember what the hell it's called, the super buff, super scion buff from BB-8. If you have that ready towards the end of a wave, keep it, save it. It is of paramount importance that you keep, certainly going into the Tebow wave 4, that Thrawn's Fracture is up, Thrawn's TM swap and protection up is up, and if you can, save BB-8's super scion buffs so that you can open in wave 4 against Tebow with all of the above. You're going to fracture Tebow as soon as you can. That's why you need B2 in there in case he gets a stealth up first. You knock that stealth right off of him. And the reason why it makes a huge difference to have all those cooldowns up is because it minimizes the chance, or really the number of attacks that Tebow and the 2 elders could potentially have, and that's why I made my tunes so fast. Higher probability that they might go first. Obviously, if you can get a stun from a Magna Guard off on an elder, sorry, the road is really bumpy. Get a stun from Magna Guard off on one of the elders, fracture Tebow, or BB-8 Super Scion, whichever pops first. And then same thing, you just want to try and keep the BB-8 TM train going. You can switch around to Thrawn to fracture, or rather do the TM swap with protection up, but you're going to, unless you have super god mods, i.e. better than mine, you're going to probably end up having to fracture Tebow twice. If you don't get to Tebow in time, he will rock Magna, which is another reason why we have B1 so fast, that he can try and out-heal Tebow's attacks on Magna, so that Magna doesn't die. This is me right here trying to minimize, basically just doing basic attacks, just so I have all my cooldowns ready. You know, the turn meter load going into the next wave is really kind of RNG. I mean, trying to predict that is, I mean, if you're on the spectrum, you might be able to do it. If you're a savant, you might be able to do it, but I'm just your average Joe moron, so there's no way that I could try to do that. But have all your cooldowns ready, and you'll see it here in a minute. Definitely don't do this part on auto, because the AI is terrible. And you'll see it. You're going to want to get fracture up on Tebow ASAP, like I said. Damage down the elders evenly if you can, so that hopefully some sort of an AoE, like from B1, will take them out. Alright, here we go. So I got the stun. That's good. I got my BB-8 Super Scion. I got fracture up on Tebow. By the way, this was probably like my 20th attempt. I tried a bunch of different comps. This was the best one. I had decent success with this. Obviously didn't get past Tebow without losing Magna, so I ended up losing. But a lot of guys in Maw had success with this, so I stuck with it. And then I changed my mods, and that was that. This is probably, again, around my 20th try. I got the fracture up, trying to DPS down the elders fairly evenly. Of course, with counters from Magna, you gotta try and balance it back and forth. And then get the stealth off with B2 when you can. Save B2's cooldowns too if you can, like really. Sometimes I swap it around to BB-8 to get that TM train going. There goes one, he rezzed the other. Alright, we're still okay, we're still okay. Yeah, I don't know why I stunned Tebow, but it's fine. BB-8's got the TM train Super Scion going. Now we're gonna rock out this Elder. Fracture Tebow, there's the second fracture. DPSing down Elder again. This is why you gotta try and get them at the same time, because they do have a lot of hit points. And almost there, and boom. Okay, now we can just focus on Tebow. He's gonna get a shot in, but it should be okay. That's why we switched our healthiest mod set to Magna Guard, like that. And bing! Got you, motherfucker! After that, it's actually pretty easy. I continue to play it on manual because I really didn't want to do all that work just to fuck it up. But you can really feasibly auto it if you have the right mods and gear levels and relic levels. You can auto it and do the same thing towards the end of Wave 7. Make sure you have all your cooldowns ready. But the Chief Chirpa team is a cakewalk compared to the Tebow double Elder team, because he's got that like Super Scion hit. He's got the skull thingamahoey. It's very frustrating. You saw my gear, relic, and mods. It's a lot of people are just simply not going to be able to do it. It is very, very, very difficult. Are the rewards worth it? I mean, it's like relic stuff, so I think yes. And it's free. Well, it's free if you've already spent, so there's that caveat. Alright, I'm actually going to fast forward this a little bit till we get to the last wave. Don't give up. I actually started off going with DDK because DDK has a lot of DPS, but you really need B2 in there to strip stealth off of the Elders and Tebow. And it ended up being okay because I switched my really nice offense set from B1 to B2, so it made up some of DDK's overall DPS. So here I'm fast forwarding it. If you've done it successfully with other comps, post in the comments, because I'm sure a lot of people are going to be struggling and are going to need help. I tried it with like a mostly full light side team, didn't work. I tried it with HK leader with GG on there, didn't work. The unique still killed everybody. I was hoping maybe I could get more DPS out of that. I don't know. It didn't. That was stupid. It didn't work. Basically, anything with GG doesn't really seem to work because the passive, where all droids take damage, it really just it ends up fucking killing you. If you found a GG comp that works, let us know, man. That's fucking awesome, and people are really going to appreciate the help. This was the best one for me by far. Like I said, a lot of my guildmates used this very same comp with similar rates of success. I did not ask, nor did they volunteer if they had remodded or not. I remodded, made a colossal difference. Because my mods on these tunes are good, but they're not like arena mods. I put arena mods on these dudes, the ones that didn't have them anyway, and it made a tremendous difference. So here we are, we're about to go into Wave 7, or rather Wave 8 from 7, making sure I have all my cooldowns, and here we go. I like to fracture Elder, because of B2 in there I can strip taunt off of Poplu no problem. So I like to fracture Elder so he's not healing and cleansing everybody as soon as we get there. Alright, here we go. I put the defend on Magna. You really only need the defend on Magna if he gets low, but he shouldn't be getting low unless you're autoing. I put the defend on Magna in Wave 4 with Tebow if it looked like Tebow was going to get a shot off, and I put the defend on Magna here just because it's the last wave and I don't need anything going wrong, because if I had to do this again after getting so close, I would fucking murder someone. Good news is Wicket over there kind of just knocks himself out with counters and AoEs as I pull into my parking spot here at work. Sorry, thanks for bearing with me through all of this. Once you get Elder down, it's pretty easy. Poplu is then my next guy, just because he can strip taunt off of Magna. I drive a Cadillac ATS, by the way, just in case anyone was wondering. Because you know there's always someone that's going to be like, Mando, what car do you drive? All right, and we're almost done. Look at that. Like I said, once you beat the Tebow thing, full tunes, you're good to go. I hope this helps everybody. Post, comment, whatever. If we can all help each other out, make a difference.